let's find basic numerical characteristics. The first numerical characteristic is called mean value or sample mean. In order to find mean value, you need to use midpoints. То есть сейчас мы будем использовать с вами серединки. Okay, it means you need to take midpoint of each interval and multiply by wi. Okay, let's get back to this table. And please mark the next row as xi prime times wi. Xi prime times wi. Do you know midpoint of the first interval? It will be 150. The first midpoint will be 150. Let's take 150 and multiply by 0.1. You can get 15. Agree? Or not? Okay. Next, 250 multiplied by the next wi, and 250 times 0.25 equals 62.5. Is it correct or not? Okay. Next value, 350 times 0.3 equals 105. Okay. Next, 450 times 0.2 equals 90. Okay. Okay. And if you add all values, you can get mean value. Mean value of x equals 355. Is all clear? Okay. Let's continue. If you know mean, you can find variance. In order to find variance, students, you need to know first value, xi. Let's look at. Please remember, you can use first formula or second one. And please remember, in order to simplify our calculations, please use formula 2. We have the mean of x squared. It means you need to find xi prime all squared times wi. If you know mean of x squared, you can find variance. Variance equals mean of x squared minus mean of x all squared. Let's find this difference. Okay. Let's mark the next row as xi prime all squared times wi. Students, you know xi prime times wi. In order to get square, let's multiply this value by x prime again. For example, you know 150. Yes, 150. It's xi times 15 times the previous result, and you can get 2050. Agree or not? Okay. Next value. Let's take 250 and times 62.5 and get 156 to 5. Next value. If you take 105 and multiply by 350, you can get the next result. And 450 times 90 equals this value. And the last result will be 550 times 82.5. Let's copy out all values. And in order to find the mean of x s squared, you need to find total sum. Total sum equals 140 and 500. Please copy out. And now, students, let's substitute. Sx all square equals 140,500 minus 355 all square. Students, if you know variance, you can find root mean square deviation. Please remember, root mean square deviation will be root of this number. Root mean square deviation. And let's find this value. Root of 14475 approximately equals 120.31. Let's copy out this value. As corrected. As corrected can be calculated like the previous example for discrete statistical series. It's root of n divided by n minus 1 times variance. Okay, if you know this formula, let's substitute. Students, what is n? Let's look at this table and call total number of elements. 200. Okay, let's substitute and get, please look at this slide, 200 divided by 200 minus 1 times 14475. Please remember, the first step will be difference between 200 and 1. You can get 199. Let's take 200 and divide by 199 and multiply by this variance. And this result approximately equals 120.61. Let's copy out this value. In order to finish this learning continuous statistical series, you need to learn two basic characteristics, mode and median. ME means median and MO means mode. In order to find mode and median, students, you need to use basic formulas. Please copy out the first formula. Please look at ME equals xi plus this fraction, 0.5. What does it mean? Please remember, all values of this function, cumulative function f, lies between 0 and 1. And midpoint will be 0.5. It's midpoint between 0 and 1. То есть 0,5 это да, серединка между ноликом и единичкой. Okay, 0.5 minus f cumulative of xi divided by f cumulative of xi plus 1 minus f cumulative of xi and this fraction multiplied by h. Let's copy out this formula. In order to find median, you need to find two values. Please remember, students, the basic property f cumulative of xi plus 1 may be, must be greater than 0.5. And the previous value will be less than 0.5. And what is h? It's difference between upper and lower limits. And now let's solve example. Do you know values of fi? Yes or no? Okay. Let's start. Okay, now students, let's look at all values of fxi and let's call two values where the first is greater than 0.5 and the previous will be less than 0.5. 0.6. Please look at this row. First value will be greater than 0.5 and the previous will be less. 6.5 and 3.5. Okay, it means okay, let's mark the first value. F I plus 1 will be 0.65. The previous value equals 0.35. And students, it means we have the median interval. The median interval will be this interval where we have this value 0.65. Let's mark 300, 400. Okay. In order to find this value, let's substitute. How to explain xi? Students, please copy out. Xi means the lower limit. То есть это всегда будет у вас нижняя граница. Please call the lower limit of this interval. 300. Okay, we have 300 plus 0.5 minus f of xi. F of xi equals 0.35. Okay, divided by 5. Yes, minus. Okay, and this fraction multiplied by h. Please call h. 100. Okay, let's continue. 0.5 minus 0.35. What is it? 1.5. Okay, and this difference 6.5 and 3.5. What is it? Equals 30. Okay, students. 0.15 divided by 0.30. 0.30. What is it? It means 0.5. If you take 0.5 and multiply by 100, what result do you have? 50. Okay, 300 plus 50 equals 350. Please copy out. Median equals 350. It's formula for calculation of median. Let's copy out 350. Okay, let's continue. And now, students, we have the next formula for mode. Let's look at this. We have xi. Xi means lower limit. We have MMO. What is it? It's frequency of the modal interval. Это частота модального интервала. А how to explain mode? А ну-ка вспомните, что такое мода? Okay, yes, it will be the last value of mi. Okay, how to explain mo minus 1? It's mode of the previous interval. How to explain mo plus 1? It means the mode of the next interval. То есть если у вас предыдущий, тот, который модальный, и следующий. Okay. And this fraction multiplied by h. Let's solve example. Students, maximum will be 60. Agree? Okay. Maximum will be 60. Let's call value of the previous interval. It will be 50. The next value will be 40. Yes? If you take all values, xi means 300. If you take all values and substitute, you can get 333. Let's finish this lecture.